me just touch your face again. Okay.
Which one are we doing first?
I guess we can do
Mr. just selected back for some reason.
Mr.
Oh, we need to change that anyway. She was right. We need to put a time limit on it.
Ah, right, okay.
We'll change it to 10 minutes, seems that's what we do, but we have to stick to 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, it's recording, so.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
It's okay. Just get it going.
Let's start. What are we doing first?
My son, what have you done?
Okay.
Let me just. Okay. You're a bit. Okay, yeah, no, you're fine.
Go.
Hello again. Oh, no,
Hello.
it's not again, is it?
Well, it's like a new video, isn't it?
Oh, I
Hello
suppose
again
so.
from the last video.
Okay. Yeah. Hello again from the last video. Yeah,
Unless you
providing
didn't
you've
watch it.
watched one. Yeah.
If you have watched one before and you're watching this one, then get a fucking life.
I know. Yeah.
And if you haven't watched one before, I won't bother.
How embarrassing, yeah.
Yeah.
Hope nobody's actually like aware that you've been watching these.
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Whoever you, even if you know us, like this is just embarrassing to be fair.
Mhm. For everyone involved.
Yeah, I don't really want to be associated either, but hey, there we go.
Anyway. I have a time limit for my attention span.
Yes, you really do. Anyway, so
What have we just watched?
well, we've just watched My Son, What Have Ye Done?
Wow. Has
Wow,
anyone
indeed.
even heard of that film?
I have.
Had you heard of it before?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah, you told me about it, or
Oh.
at least you'd spoken of it,
Uh,
because we've been talking about David Lynch, as
did
well
David
as
Lynch direct this film?
David Lynch didn't direct this film.
Well, who did direct the
Well,
film?
it was a young, not quite so young man
He was young at some point in his life.
named. I can't remember his name. What's his name?
You can't remember the name
I
of
can.
Werner Herzog.
Yeah, Werner Herzog. That's right.
His name was Werner Herzog.
It's a very immemorable name.
You think Werner Herzog is an immemorable name? What's a memorable name for you?
Graham
Graham what?
Johnson.
Graham Johnson.
Yes.
That is a pretty memorable name. I suspect that Graham Johnson has a job in the city.
Yeah, of course. He works like with numbers,
Yeah.
but
he's
he
fun.
doesn't own a calculator. He's never owned it. He's
Isn't
never
he a
needed it.
calculator?
That's precisely why he's got the job.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because he has a job that doesn't involve sums.
no, it does.
No, it's numbers, but it's not sums.
Oh right, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's just facts and figures and
Yeah, he's the man that remembers all the dates of things that have ever happened.
yeah. It doesn't sound very realistic for a Graham, but yeah.
No? No, I guess not. Anyway, so what was the film about?
Well, it was about well, it was a bit of an ambiguous one, really, wasn't it? In my opinion,
Okay.
which is
Well, I can't
ambiguous
deny that.
itself. Yeah. I think it could be taken one of two ways. Either the guy, Michael Shannon, brilliantly played by.
Steve Buscemi on Gamma Rays.
Yeah, essentially. He's either, having some mad.
Well, I think if it's Michael Shannon, then that word's going to apply. So I'll agree with that one.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear the other
Just have
option.
to look at his eyes.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's either having this mad kind of revelationary kind of.
What, you thought the Psycho could be taken literally, like he might be onto something?
I think the thing maybe. That's what. Oh. Did I sympathise too much with the
Yeah.
the odd young man?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you
maybe.
may have done. To say that he might have been onto something when he's waffling on about God and stuff like that.
Well, obviously,
Yeah,
I say
point.
obviously, but
That Norman
yeah,
Bates.
he's got me going. Yeah, he's
Oh,
doing a
bloody
good
nice
job.
mum. She did have a nice dress.
yeah, certainly fit in well. But
Spoiler alert.
I think my point was the fact that what was my point?
I don't know. You were supposed to be telling everyone what the film was about.
Oh right, okay, sorry. So this guy, he's either having some mad revelationary kind of experience in his life, or he's just gone cuckoo, like he's just totally gone bonkers,
So do you literally think that could be seen as him being right when he's
I'd like to watch these things with an open mind, Darren.
yeah?
I watched.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not wrong.
questioning it. I
No,
didn't
I'm
say
not
you
wrong.
were. Go on.
Michael Shannon knew he wasn't wrong.
Michael Shannon knew he wasn't wrong or thought he wasn't wrong.
Both.
So you think he was right?
I think he thought he was right.
Well, there's a difference between that and knowing he was right. Should we just explain what he did so that it might put some context as to why I'm questioning it so much?
No.
Okay.
I think the point is that these things. I mean, we watched, Take Shelter with
Yeah.
Michael Shannon.
But that was a different film.
The point-
It's not the same character
I know. But I've been hit by a cannon
in the game we're playing.
in a computer game. The point is, you're supposed to. That's the whole point of these things. We're not just watching a guy having a breakdown because that'd be exploitative.
What? Why would it be exploitative to watch a film about a man having a breakdown?
Because
It's not real.
no,
So
but
do you think that American Beauty is exploitative because Lester Burnham's having a midlife crisis and we're watching it?
it's not presented in the same way.
Okay, so do you
Because
think
it's
Silence of the Lambs is exploitative
It's
because we're watching Buffalo Bill make himself a fat lady dress?
No, because we already know that we have confirmation that he's nuts.
Well, I think we have plenty of confirmation that Michael Shannon was nuts.
We don't know for sure
No more so than any other movie.
because
Psycho.
it's interesting how. Okay, have we described the film sufficiently?
No, we haven't said nothing at all. Basically, Michael
Nothing-
Shannon thinks he's got something to do with God, and so he chops up his mum with the samurai sword at the beginning.
These are the exact. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So the film is presented in a way where we can see the influences of his life, which lead him to the point. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's in a play which heavily focused. It's in a
but
Greek.
lots of people were in that play that focused on the themes.
Absolutely,
They did
but
not
that.
go and chop up their mum. We presume maybe they did. We just didn't see them.
Yeah.
Like a sort of epidemic of samurai sworded mums.
Yeah. Matricide.
Mm.
Oh, boo.
Died on the game.
I don't know what that noise was. My point is, and you're gonna have to bear with me on this one.
Okay.
I think.
3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Oh yeah, so we do. I think all the little features and the things that he did were so vague
Mental.
and so just crazed
Yeah.
that I don't think any rational person would kind of abide by those things. And I'm not saying he's
Okay.
crazy for that. I'm saying
Well, I think
there
it's-
could have been. It's a film. It doesn't.
No, I know it's a film, and obviously you're completely welcome to whatever interpretation of it that you
Absolutely.
have. And if you sort of saw him as being potentially right,
Yeah.
then that's up to you, obviously. I'm just questioning it.
I don't think he's potentially right, but I don't think he's potentially wrong either.
You don't think he's potentially wrong?
I mean, he's either both or neither.
He's either both or neither.
I mean, I just think it's
Why can't he be one?
no. I think it's just so ambiguous that we can't say for sure whether he was crazy or not because
So you think that God might be a
maybe.
tin can that he keeps in his kitchen
yeah, he was rubbing the face of the Quaker Oats man, but
Yeah. because he thought it was God?
because
But you think he
he's
might
like
be right?
some old timey honky tonk tune.
I like that song.
Yeah, it was a good tune, but he thought that was like the voice of God and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you think that
It's the strange things. I like things that was focused on in the film, like things like it's the visual poetry that like we are shown, and I think we're shown like through those scenes like an insight into his kind of psyche or mind. The things he notices and the things he sees and the things he realizes. We are shown them, and I think the poetry
Well,
can
we're
be
shown
confusing for some people in a way, to the point where they might be, sucked into some fantasy that they have. I mean, was he religious before all this happened? I can't remember.
we never really saw.
No.
It started.
It's not
Well,
like
it
the
must be
mother
because
was-
it started like it was like obviously out of order, like
Yeah.
chronological, and it started off with the murder scene, and then
Yeah.
it was like flashing back to these sort of Herzogian sort of mountainsides where he was with some hippie people, and he was clearly not on the same wavelength
alright,
as them.
okay, yeah. So that's another aspect of it as well. Like, is the fact that he's been through this trauma at the start of the story. So
yeah.
so it kind of
The
it
trauma
does.
being that all his mates had died in a canoe accident.
Yeah. But he was already kind of unhinged at
Yeah.
that point, wasn't he? Because he was already kind of. I don't know how do you describe his behaviour in that point. He was just kind of.
Mental.
Yeah, he was just.
In the last minute, we should talk about
That's not quite how I would put it, but yeah.
David Lynch and Herzog working together.
It's fascinating. We can talk about it now. Oh yeah, it's the last minute. So it's very much a kind of a film of two kind of sides of a coin, if you like. It's like the sides where there's Willem Dafoe's on screen. It's a Herzog film, but like.
Do you think?
I thought
that was a David Lynch film because he's a cop and he's drinking coffee and he's saying weird things. It's just, I don't know.
Oh, I saw it the other way around because like all of the very kind of surreal moments and stuff, the Lynchian parts, were the parts just mostly with like the drama guy and Michael Shannon, you know.
I thought anything with the flamingo was Lynchian. I thought that obviously the bit with the dwarf, the bits with the sort of freezes where everyone just suddenly freeze frames, and I thought the Herzogian stuff was obviously the stuff on the mountainside and all the rest, and just the general kind of overall feel about everything being a bit pointless and you know, typical, and you know.
I won. Well, that is interesting. But I won't describe why because we're at the end.
Okay.
So ambiguous. So I would recommend this film if you're a fan of Lynch's films and Herzog films.
I would recommend this film if you've got an hour and a half go and spare. It's a good film.
That too. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of, as I say, not as much like visual poetry, if you like, as other Lynch films and Herzog films, but it's the moments where he's talking about certain things, and I can't remember any examples right now and stuff like that. But just there's just moments in it which are very like the mum standing in the doorway and then talking about Jello and stuff like that. Really kind of drawn out moments and stuff which just throw you off kilter a bit, and you wonder, is this real or is this? Do you know what I mean? It's like
I think it was.
Well, yeah, I think so too. But it throws the ambiguity into it because
I guess so.
You really don't know where it stands because half of the film is realistic, and the other half is like it's totally warped and strange. So
I suppose you're just seeing the world from the point of view of a crazy person.
But are we?
I think so.
But are we seeing all of it from his point of view?
No. Well, we should start wrapping up since it's been so long.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's almost 15 minutes probably. Yeah. Okay, well, give it a watch, talk about it, discuss it, and we'll see you next time. Yeah. Adios.